Southwest Florida's news leader. This is Wink News Now. This morning.
The Wounded Warrior Project began when several veterans and friends, moved by stories of first wounded service members coming home from Afghanistan and Iraq, took some action to help others in need. Well, coming up Saturday, you have a chance to help out the Wounded Warrior Project. All you got to do is tee up. Tell us about a golf tournament coming up. We have Dale Mullin in this morning. Your second tournament. You're back for a second year. That must be exciting to be able to do it again.
Yes, it is, Rob. Very excited. Last year was our first year. We raised $36,000. This year our goal is to raise $50,000, and we're really on track to raise $50,000 again this year.
That's important money. Describe what the Wounded Warrior Project does. It really provides some important help and services for wounded warriors that come home.
Yes, it is. It's a program that was designed back a number of years ago to help with returning men and women from today's wars and to help with their recovery and transition back into civilian life. To date, in today's wars, we've had about 50,000 men and women who have been seriously injured, about another 320,000 who have suffered traumatic brain injuries, and the estimates is about another 400,000 who are suffering from post-traumatic stress disorders. Those numbers are pretty staggering, and they're really being brought on by the amount really of injuries that are associated with improved battlefield medicine and also from body armor. Previous wars, many of these soldiers, men and women, would have never survived the injuries they have today.
Now they come home because they do survive, and they need all this extra help and encouragement, and so do their families too. Yes,
they do. And matter of fact, Wounded Warriors really have come up with about 4 transition programs to help these wounded warriors transition back into civilian life, focusing one on their mind, one on their body, one on economic empowerment, and the fourth one is in engagement. And it's really important, particularly these soldiers that are suffering from these brain and traumatic stress disorders. They really need a lot of help in transitioning back into civilian life. And prior to today's wars, you know, men and women would go over into wars and they would serve about 12 months. I'm a Vietnam veteran. We served 12 months. These young men and women today are going back, and they're going through multiple tours of duty, and it's very stressful on them and their families, and it's very critical to help them as they transition back into civilian life.
Yeah, they've been coming and going for a decade now. Really,
they certainly have been.
So,
they certainly have
so how
been.
do we get involved in the golf tournament that will help raise the money that gives them all these important services?
Well, the golf tournament will be this Saturday at La Playa Beach and Golf Club. It's sponsored by La Playa Beach and Golf Club and also by Arthrex, which is headquartered in Naples. Those two are our major sponsors. What we're looking for is a few more players, and certainly for donations, raffle items, silent auction items, and those kind of things that will really help us to achieve our goal. And our goal this year is to raise $50,000.
And you said at the beginning, you think you'll get to $50,000?
Yes, we will.
That's
yes,
pretty impressive.
Thank you.
And it goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yes, it goes a long way to help these men and women.
Well, hopefully you get the field full and the sponsorships full as well, and help out all the wounded warriors as they come on home. It's a good project. Well, thanks for coming in this morning, Dale. We'll be right back. Update you again on the top stories, weather, and traffic right after this. Stay with us.